But hello, welcome to the Hangout with Us podcast. Today's episode is titled Love Unrequited. You can follow me on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and just listen. I don't think I know what I expect you to pick out of this, but I hope you see the heart of it. All right, let's settle in. I like you a lot more. I think about you a lot more. More than I tell anyone. More than I should. I was listening to you talk one day and something shifted. Something in me chose you. Quietly, completely. And I've been trying to unchoose it. I've tried to tell my heart to be steady. I've asked it to be content with friendship. To stay where it is safe. To accept what is given. To not reach beyond what has been offered. But it is what it is. And this is where it has landed. The heart chooses what it wants. It does not listen to reason. Love boldly, they said. But no one tells you what to do when love is unrequited. There are no manuals for this thing, no handbook, no 5-step plan. Just you and a heart that will not cooperate. Just you and a love that does not choose you back. And some days it is hard. Some days it is easy. Some days I'm able to move on. To forget that you existed. To convince myself it did not matter as much as it did. Almost. Because some days pain takes such a grip that I feel it in everything. In the silence, in the waiting, in the way my phone lights up and it's not you. In how quickly hope arises at the sound of a notification. And how quietly it falls. I wonder, when will it be my time? When will my own come? When will I have someone who chooses me? When does it stop feeling one-sided? When does love arrive and stay? When does it feel returned? When? I go through life with that question sitting quietly beside me. I show up, I laugh, I pray. But underneath it all, there it is. A small ache, a quiet wondering. And somewhere in the middle of all this, I came across these words. Your life is not an audition for love. Your worth does not depend on the embrace of another. Stop performing. And it hit me harder than I expected. Because for most of my adult life, been auditioning for love. Softening myself, shrinking myself, offering the best parts first. Waiting to be claimed, waiting for something permanent that would finally prove I was enough. I judged myself by the perception of others. I measured my worth by who stayed, by who called, by who chose me. Needing a relationship to validate my existence. Rejection does not tap politely. It slams. It makes me question what must be wrong with me. What am I too much of? What am I not enough of? And it's hard to be utterly happy for others when happiness eludes me. I've learned to smile, to cover it with "I'm fine." so no one sees the longing I'm still praying through. Sometimes it's hard to trust God when He says, trust me. Because why is my time not now? Why can someone not choose me and stay? And this is where the tiredness lives. Tired of asking, tired of hoping on a timeline, tired of measuring my worth against someone else's silence. And in this heartbreak, that is not fully a heartbreak, because not everyone would choose you, and maybe they're not meant to, it still hurts. And in this love that is not fully experienced, because it is one-sided, because it lives mostly in my chest, it still feels real. How do I keep living with feelings that do not have a home? How do I keep my heart open without shrinking it? And slowly, quietly, I'm learning something. That indeed my life is not an audition. That even when I'm not chosen, I'm still worthy. The times and seasons are not in my hands. That I already have a love that chose me. Before anyone stayed, before anyone left, before I ever learned how to measure myself against another person's silence, God chose me. And one day, I will have a love that stays. Not because I performed well, not because I proved myself, but because it is time. And even here, even now, I can trust Him with the timing. I can rise without pretending I'm not hurting. I can feel this without being defined by it. I'm hoping that someday, somewhere in the tapestry of this life, I will choose you and you will choose me back. Not out of fear, not out of proving, but freely. But until then, I like you a lot more. I think about you a lot more. Bye.